Yeah. Glitch the guarantee. E&E. Put your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no breaks. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gone. You getting misplaced. E&E, the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough, you need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy. When it's sick of me, I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers if it comes to Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through a transparency. Hurt their self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn the page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Putting fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Put your boys E&E, you in trouble, kid. Add first 100 mil, you can double it.
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Blow sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more than measure. Shave the extras, that's business. Started feed street blues, what I taught. Royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind, no say gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, Fern Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turning to frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane nonstop. The little J gon' take over with my time side.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they departed. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look mean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck. Get her ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chicken. Something about the VVS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Yeah. You already know it's your brethren, your brother Virgil Berry, aka Snacks with the Facts. And we here, Jack. And we gotta have this conversation.
Big ideas.
Smash that like bro, click on the bell, subscribe to the page.
Yeah.
Get on your social engineer.
Glitch the guarantee.
Tap in, walk with us, man.
E&E.
I know we about to get straight to it. Tap in.
2020 got me seeing so clear. Put your boy shit. North and Glitch. We cool niggas. This is the
Boogie
cool.
Major.
We on the rise now. Middle fingers in the sky now. Rollin' hay, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listening to top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Spalding. Ball looking for the fall in, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in, while you all talking. We smoking and coughing, till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office, yeah, it is that bullshit. Kill him in vain, it's vanity. Yeah. Do it again, it's insanity. Yeah. Nauseous a real vigilante. Yeah. Killing these kids, it's plan B. Yeah. Hood is too hot with an antifreeze. Yeah. Blowing on leaves from these planted trees. Don't break the code, this family. We cutting off legs like amputees. My flow is classic, antique. Yeah. Freaking the beat, is it Japanese? Yeah. Ever our cook is a masterpiece. Yeah. When money talkers, we Guapanese. Okay. Fire and flame mixed with gasoline. Passing my sons, that's a legacy. Study the gang, now they testing me. Yeah. They dropped the ball, man, that's incomplete. Being so bad, make them retreat. Yeah. All of these gems you can retweet. Yeah. Play with your boys on repeat. You pay the price with your receipt. Yeah. Below $1 million, flipping it. Everyday noise get sickening. Trying to flip bills to trillions. Turning these good girls to villains. Lyrics is sick. Butcher with shit. E&E clip what we represent. Put it on wax like a candlestick. We moving units and measurements. Cooking it up in the lab. We just performing experiments. Since I'm the bomb atomic, these rappers out of my
We on
element.
the rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rollin' hay, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listening to top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Spalding. Ball looking for the fall in, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in, while you all talking. We smoking and coughing, till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office, yeah, it is that bullshit.
Glitch, nigga, perfected my flow. If I'm on the track, then you know it's a go. The guarantee, nigga, and I guarantee treat the gas like the Clippers. You know I'm a choke. Only exotic when blowing the smoke. No one ahead of me. I got the recipe. Do this shit easily. This is my destiny. Sick throwing lobs. I'm dunking on everything. Niggas is sick, and I got the remedy. What I prescribe is extra artillery. Get in my zone and start going berserk. I'm feeling like Clay when he went off for 60. With the bullshit, swear to God you can miss me. Best friends with the money, Aaliyah and Missy. I come from the bottom, to try me is risky. Throwing this K like that bitch is a frisbee. Real talk, let me lock in, show these niggas what I do. Axe Rain, I be standing next to players too. Front line shit, nigga, I'm the fucking truth. Top 6 ever of the 5 in my group. Niggas still bang top down in the coop. Put your boy up and we coming for the loot. E&E shit, we the best, yeah, it's true. This the guarantee, nigga, this is what I do.
Yeah. Already know. Gotta get straight to it. Ain't no shit that you do. Y'all know the rest. Y'all know the rest, man. What's good with everybody? Yeah. What up? You already know, man. You did. It's your brethren, your brother, man. Virgil Berry, a.k.a. Stacks with the Facts, man. And we here, man. All right? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We here, man. And we about to sit up here and have this goddamn conversation. Now, considering what we talked about last night, me and my pops on Spiritual Roots Sundays, the spiritual roots of creation, right? And man being created in the image and the likeness of the Most High God, Yeshua HaMashiach. It's only right that I speak on this subject right here, specifically from this perspective as far as males who believe and think and live their lives as if they're females. Right? And y'all see the thumbnail, man. You know, y'all see it, man. And I remember I was having a conversation the other day with a loved one, right? Having a conversation with a loved one the other day. And you know what I'm saying? I get all type of stuff sent to my email, to my DM, for people send me stuff to talk about and stuff like that. And I had got somebody sent me this from a post on Facebook. Somebody sent me what somebody posted on Facebook, and it was a whole bunch of young boys who were, like dressed up like girls. And I just remember when I seen it, it just was a shock to me, because it's like, although I've seen images of young boys, and it's sad, but just when I seen this, it just was like, it was just it was, I don't know what it was about it. Like, you could tell that they were young males, but like it just was terrible, man. And it just made me think to myself, like, damn, it's a nice amount of our young brethren who want to be everything and anything except a man. That's why I named the show, titled the show what I named it. What's wrong with just wanting to be a goddamn man, man? Huh? And that's the question, one of the questions I'm asking. And I mean, what's wrong with just being a man? Right? Synthetic G said in her interview, or the monologue basically to her interview with Dr. Umar's daughter, Anissa, she said, right? She said that there is no so-called war on the black man. Right? You did. She said she don't see no proof, or there is no proof, according to Synthetic G, that there is a war on black men and black masculinity. Now, if you listening and tapping in, put a number 11 in the chat if you agree with Synthetic G. Do you agree that there is not a war on black men and black masculinity? Right? And everybody's entitled to their opinion, as we know and say. But there's a difference between having your opinion and just being outright wrong. Right? Especially when it comes to historical evidence to prove the opposite. J. Edgar Hoover, specifically, right? Like, specifically, and this was a guy who was a fun boy, right? This dude was a fun boy. Right? This is the fun boy. Let me pull this dude up on the screen for y'all real quick. Let me pull this guy up on the screen for y'all real quick, so y'all can get a image of where all this come from. There will never be another black Messiah unless we create him. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all done heard that quote before. And if you tapping in with me, I know for a fact you've heard this quote before. And this is the guy who said it, J. Edgar Hoover, 33rd and a third degree Scottish Rite Mason. Right? Also a member of many other not so public organizations. Right? This is the guy who was the first director of what we know today as the FBI. And was the director for the FBI for quite some time, up until he died with his fun boy ass. See, this LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda been going on for quite some time. And a lot of y'all don't even realize how long it's been going on. But up until the point where we at now, in recent times with this guy right here, there is absolutely a war on black men, specifically black masculinity. And the war wages on to this day. So if anybody, or for anybody to say that it's not, they just either don't realize or they're just lying, right? You can't say they don't. Well, maybe they don't know what they're talking about. They could possibly not know what they're talking about too. But we're talking about people who portray themselves as being intelligent and doing their due diligence. And this is why I say a lot of y'all chicks need to shut y'all's mouth, man. The fact that a person like Synthetic G has the audience she has, let us know that a lot of y'all chicks are stupid. Or like Umar said in the conversation he had with Synthetic, the Transformer, and who else was on there? Umar, Synthetic, Transformer. It was somebody else. It was a dude on there, another dude on there. Right? You know, and it's crazy. This is why I say a lot of y'all just need to be quiet, right? So, because it's either one of two things: either you stupid and you're spewing things and you don't know what you're talking about while thinking that you do, or you're being told to do so or allowed to do so. Right? Now, let me tell y'all something, man. And I'm not saying this about Synthetic, Umar, or none of these people, man. Why I feel like I'm having deja vu saying this. Right? But agent provocateurs abound on YouTube. Let me repeat that. Agent provocateurs abound on YouTube. I've been telling y'all this. Agent provocateurs and rabble rousers. Now, I could be considered a rabble rouser to an extent, right? And that's okay. But an agent provocateur, that's something different. Don't ever get it twisted. Don't ever put it past anybody. Don't ever get the idea in your mind frame or get this thought process going on. Get this thought process going on in your head. Nah, man, this dude ain't no. He wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. He ain't like that. You, man, listen. All I gotta do is tell y'all to read that movie called The Spook, or read the book called The Spook Who Sat by the Door. Right? And that's all I'm gonna say about it. I ain't about to get in too deep in that. That ain't what we talking about tonight. Y'all figure it out for yourself. Use all critical thinking, man. Right? You trust and use your discernment. But don't put nothing past anybody. Right? It's just like in the movie The Matrix. Everybody is a potential agent until they prove that they're not. Right? And the question is, well, how does one prove that they're not an agent? That's where the discernment come in. Anyway, so for anybody outside of Synthetic to say that there's no war on black men, that's a lie. Out of the mouth of the head first director of the FBI, J. Edgar Hoover, there will never be another black Messiah unless we create him. That was a declaration of war right there. You know, saying there ain't no war on us. Most definitely. The sad part about it is the part that she did say that was actually true was that we are the largest perpetuators of the war on us. So we gotta, that's what I'm saying, man. Listen, man, 2025 and beyond, although I know it's a lot of you dudes out there that need to get your goddamn asses kicked, right? Maybe even beat. You know, I don't wish death on none of my brethren, man. You feel me? No matter what they did, it ain't up for us to decide things like that. You know, we got the authority to judge, but not to determine who lives or dies. You gotta understand what comes along with that. I don't want nobody's blood on my hands just trying to wreak or is trying to exact some type of revenge or some type of retribution, you know? It ain't up to me to do all that. You know what I'm talking about? And once we get this mentality going on, that's when we can start having more love and respect for each other as black men. And we can start having the messiahs pop up out of nowhere that J. Edgar Hoover's organization don't even know about. Because trust and believe the FBI was formed because of us. It wasn't because of Italian and Jewish mobsters. That wasn't why the FBI was formed. The FBI was formed for us. Do your due diligence. Right? Man, rest in the essence to J. Edgar Hoover, man. You know, we don't disrespect the dead over here. You know what I'm talking about? We definitely don't disrespect the dead over here. Rest in the essence to him, man. You know? But yeah, though, man, this thing right here is becoming an epidemic, man. You know? Our young brothers don't even want to be men anymore, man. You know? Pause, man. This is heartbreaking, man. You know, I ain't gonna say it's hard for me to discuss this, but it is difficult. I don't know why it's difficult. I got nephews and stuff. Now, luckily, none of my nephews are fun boys. You know, matter of fact, a couple of my nephews have made me a great uncle. You know, my oldest nephew got 3 kids, 4. All right, so you know what I mean. That's a beautiful thing, man. But when it comes to this subject right here, man, and I notice now more than ever that it's really being pushed specifically on our young men, right? And if you think I'm not going to say something, you got me fucked up, right? Because I'm going to say something, goddammit. Right? And then to think that, right? To think that this being a homosexual, being a transgender, right? Woman, male, whatever it is you think you are, right? This is used as an insult. Let me tell you, let's just think about the psychology here for a second, right? Just let y'all know how mentally fooled we are as a people. And I mean us black people, FBAs as we are now referring to ourselves, which I don't have a problem with that term. right? So don't think I'm being sarcastic or condescending when I say FBAs, as we call ourselves. I'm just doing that for context, because we haven't always referred to ourselves as that. Not publicly, anyway, that I know of, right? Our young brothers want to be everything except men, some of them, but it's a nice amount, right? And we got to get to the bottom of why. Pause. Right? Why is this going on? Why is there a significant amount, not large, but significant and growing, sadly, of our young brothers who don't even want to be men? What's up with that, man? Where's that coming from? Why is there specifically targeted, I don't want to call it propaganda, man, but I mean, it is propaganda, though. You feel me? Being aimed at specifically our young males. And when I say our, I mean foundational Black Americans. You can sit up here and say, well, it's always been fun boys a month. Yeah, but not like a lot. Not like the majority of us. Right? And as much as we see in this imagery everywhere, it still is not a large percentage of us. It still is a very small percentage of us. But it has grown over time. Why so many of our young brethren don't want to be men? What's up with that? Right? Every person in this picture, as I'm pretty sure y'all can tell, is a goddamn boy. Pause. It just, stuff like this is sad, man. Like, seriously, man. It's really sad, man. It really is, man. You know? It's very disturbing, too. Well, if y'all remember, I did a show about a year or so ago. And it was about a gang in DC, right? If y'all remember, I think it was called the Check It gang or something like that. Yeah, Check It. Y'all remember that? When I did the show on the Check It gang? Pause, man. All right. When I did the show on this documentary about all these little fun boy ass dudes, man. When I did the documentary, the DC, there's a gay gang called the Check It gang. Pause, man. All right. And this, don't, like I said, man, this is very, it's not difficult for me, man, but it's disturbing, man. But we have to have these conversations because there is an agenda. There is a war on Black men and Black masculinity, man. Why is this agenda being targeted, aimed at us? Why? I already told y'all part of the reason why. J. Edgar Hoover said that. All right? J. Edgar Hoover, the one that set it in, set the tone for that. Talking about there'll never be another black Messiah unless they create him. Now, the question is, does the FBI play a part in the LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda? Yes, they absolutely do. Absolutely, they do. And if you didn't know, J. Edgar Hoover was definitely a fun boy. Right? This is wild, man. For real, man. Let me pull this video up for y'all, man. It's very sad, man. Like, God damn. Hey, yo, man. Pause. Over this whole show, just pause, man. Right? And I'm starting to see that this agenda is being pushed, as usual, by the people who we champion parade as being what we call celebrities, public figures. Right? Let me get things popping on Facebook real quick, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all some more videos, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Share on your social engineering. You did? Right?
Transgenders and LGBTQ plus have their own flags represented as emojis by Apple. Follow me now. It's February 1st, Black History Month, and I already see companies like Apple pandering to Black Americans or just Africans in general. But if you're gonna pander, I wish for it to be done correctly. I see no Pan-African flags being represented inside of the promotion. Specifically, my request from Apple is, why do I not see Black African American flags being represented, especially available as an emoji? Yes, Black Americans have a flag, okay? And specifically, why do I bring up LGBT and transgenders? Some of the biggest contributions in the history, especially in the US, has came from Black women. And I wish for them to be represented and to have a flag for them to show their pride. And entertainment, everything. We've done so much for this world, and I just wish to be pandered correctly. That's all I gotta say. Transgenders and LGBTQ plus have their own flags represented as emoji.
I don't know about all that, right? But yeah, man. You know, this is crazy, man. This is absolutely insane, right? Now, as usual, like I said, the internet, and mind y'all, think about what I'll be talking about to y'all, man. Think about when I be talking to y'all about HR 1955, the Violent Radicalization and Homegrown Terrorism Prevention Act. The internet is the #1 tool being used to promote, perpetuate ideologically based violence, violent radicalization, and homegrown terrorism. Right? Now, when we're talking about HR 95 in reference in relation to this LGBTQ Elemental People Barbecue Committee agenda, right? I want y'all to understand that anything that goes against government policy is going to be considered ideologically based violence. And although for the past few years, and now fading out but still alive today, this agenda and the legislation that was started off by y'all's homeboy Barack Obama, right? Matter of fact, HR 1955 was the last bit of legislation that George W. Bush passed before Obama got into office. The very last thing he did before he left the presidency, George W. Bush, was he gave his Johnny Hancock on HR 1955. And due to the perimeter set place in HI and through HR 1955, anything and anybody can be considered guilty of spreading ideologically based violence, therefore potentially violently radicalizing people, and after that, making them into be or out to be homegrown terrorists. If y'all notice, these words have been sprawled in our lexicon via the media over the past 18 years. And y'all probably don't even realize how these words have been snuck into our lexicon, preemptively preparing us, right, for what's going on now, right? Now, when I'm talking about these funboy ass dudes, I want y'all to understand that when it comes to ideologically based violence, anything that goes against government policy, mandated policies, can be considered ideologically based violence. I want y'all to understand how HR 1955 is the precursor for the Ministry of Truth. I keep telling y'all need to go read that Gotdammit book, 1984, man. And everybody's so caught up in what y'all don't realize what's actually going on, man. The plays that's being set right now. My man, shout out to my man David Icke, the totalitarian tiptoe. OG, what's happening, man? The totalitarian tiptoe. Along with the PRS, I don't want to say syndrome, but the PRS, mindset, I guess you could, or strategy, if you would. Right, and that's problem, action, or reaction, solution, or what most would know as the Hegelian dialectic. All right. And with this agenda right here, y'all, this agenda right here, and this is an agenda. Make no mistake about it. This is an agenda, right? There's all type of contingency plans where it talks about the feminization of Black men through social engineering and separation of breaking up and making dysfunctional the structure of the Black family, specifically us. Yeah, pause, man. But I want y'all to understand that there is actually an agenda behind this. Right? Mr. Oh, what happened, Joe? Paul, like I said, yo, Paul's over the whole show. Right? And we're going to definitely drop the link here in about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Because I want y'all brothers and y'all sisters that tapping in to come on up and speak on this, man. Because the question has to be asked, right? And we have to dissect and discuss it. Why are we FBA men being specifically targeted by this agenda? I got my man Scant in the building. And black ass, thick ass Dion in the building. Dion, where your ass been at with your black ass? I ain't seen you tapping on none of my lives or nothing like that in a long time, man. Right? Why are specifically us FBA men being targeted by this agenda? And it is an agenda. Monique, what's up with you, sister? Why? Ant, Scant, Dion. Maybe y'all could provide a valid response to that. And I ask y'all on YouTube, why do y'all think, and I want to hear y'all's opinion, why do y'all think that this agenda is specifically being targeted towards us? Exactly, OG. Exactly. I've never, man, if y'all remember back in the day, this fun boy ass dude, RuPaul, had a song that was like, whack. And I used to hate that song. I hated that song when I was a young boy. When I was a young mustache, I fucking hated that song. Right? I despise that song. Right? And one thing that we have failed, one area where we have failed in recent times, modern times, if you would, as a Black community, I personally think is that we adopted the LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda as being acceptable. Now, that's not to say that there's always been fun boys amongst us, because there has been, you know. But at no point in time in history were we ever the poster men of fun boy rainbow activity. And mind you, homosexuality is a demon. I'm gonna repeat that just in case y'all ain't hear what I said. The spirit of and it is a spirit, it's an evil spirit. Homosexuality is a spirit, man. The spirit, the demonic spirit of homosexuality, with its cousins being promiscuity and molestation, right? We could even know deviancy in there, right? Exactly, Monique. It has become accepted amongst us when it never was. And I'm not saying that there hasn't always been a fun boy press. I mean, the spirit of homosexuality runs rampant. Now, while we are somehow being manipulated, and I mean us FBA men, when I say we, I'm talking about us Black men, somehow we're being manipulated into being the face of all sexual deviancy. homosexuality, sexual assault, schmetaclilia. We somehow being made to, sex tourism. Somehow we being made the face of all of this shit. We ain't never been the face of it. Never. Not saying that some of us don't indulge. I'm saying we ain't never been the face of this stuff. And goofy people go along with this stuff by pushing these type of agendas because they coincide with each other. Because when you start getting into the criminal background of a lot of these fun boys and fun girls, they have sexual deviant crimes. Of course they do. I just told y'all that the spirit of homosexuality is a demon, and its cousins are molestation and promiscuity. How many of y'all knew that? How many of y'all knew that homosexuality is a demonic spirit? And in the family of how can I say it? In the many branches of fornication, homosexuality, promiscuity, molestation are close relatives of each other, demonic spirits. Now, how many of y'all knew that? Exactly, Monique. Exactly. Goddamn, what's their names, man? I can't remember their names right off back. The three broads, the three witches, the three Marxists. Hold on, I could not, because now I was wrecking my brain down, man. Alicia Garza, Opal Tometi, and what's the main girl name, man? Patrice Cullors, Khan. Right? Damn right they tore that shit down in DC. Black Lives Matter. Tear that stupid shit down. They should have been arrested for painting that shit in the streets in the first place. Vandalism. Black Lives Matter, man. Black Lives Matters. Black liberation movements. Y'all don't even understand the psychological warfare that's going on with that whole Black Lives Matter psyop. And y'all are sitting around here running around marching in the name of a demonic psyop called Black Lives Matter. It's crazy, man. Wow. Led by a whole bunch of bull daggers, Marxists, demon worshiping bull daggers. That's what they is, all three of them, man. Patrice Cullors, Alicia Garza, or Alicia Soros, Alicia Schwartz. Now, how many of y'all knew that Alicia Garza, aka Alicia Schwartz Soros, is related to George Soros? And Opal Tometi, whose mother is a goddamn African bruja. She's a bruja herself too. Nice looking girl though. All three of them fun girls. So, and mind you, Black Lives Matter I'm talking about their whole strategy, their whole purpose was to destroy the black family specifically. Alicia Gardner, my fault. Patrice Cullors has said this out of her mouth on many occasions. They want to destroy the idea of the traditional black family. I don't know how many times this woman has said this in public. And y'all are sitting here, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. That shit was fucking disappointing and very embarrassing. That's why J. Edgar Hoover was right. He was kind of right in the sense. Right? But fortunate for us and for y'all, the how could I say it? The testicular fortitude that courses through foundational Black American men veins runs deep. Pause. Right? Trans gentleman, man. Shout out to Jack for coining that phrase. Right?
So somebody asked your girl Miss Melody this question today. They said, Miss Melody, would you date outside your race? Well, I'll say this. I have dated outside my race before. I don't see anything wrong with interracial dating. But I will say this. For some reason, I just got to go back because it is something about a dark-skinned chocolate boy that man.
Hey, man, pause, man. Seriously, man. You know, we got to face this demon and cut his head off. We have to decapitate this demon. Now, remember what I told y'all last night. We have to bind this down. Not up, down. But unfortunately, as a Black community, I don't see a Black community at all. I see a lot of niggas living around each other, tolerating each other, offing each other. I don't see no Black community. Right? We have accepted this ideology. We had domesticated this generational demon collectively. So how y'all think is able to perpetuate over what we call time? And it's funny to me how specifically our women, man. And yes, I say our, because whether y'all want to believe it or not, whether y'all want to accept it or not, whether y'all don't show it or not, y'all goddamn it belong to us. When I mean Black women, y'all belong to us, Black men. Just like white women belong to white men, and so forth and so on. I don't know damn what y'all got to say about it or how y'all feel about it. That's what it is. Right? Y'all perpetuate this. Y'all hang out with fun boys. Y'all call them girls. Y'all perpetuate the psychosis. Y'all create the environment for the demon to continue to manifest and multiply. Y'all champion and parade this stuff. Y'all big it up. Y'all say, let them live their life. As long as they happy. But we'll turn right around to a guy like me who's a straight, heterosexual, free-thinking, masculine Black man. Y'all would call me gay to ridicule and condemn me if I say something y'all don't like. The first thing y'all do is say, you must be sad. You sassy. And y'all fruit boy, fun boy, piping a booty hole ass niggas pause. Don't even say nothing to them about it. That's why I say y'all soft. And in that aspect, y'all are very much like broads. Right? But let's get back to being created in the image and the likeness of the Most High God, Yeshua HaMashiach. No. Or so are you telling me this is the image of the... How disrespectful is that? I'm asking y'all, how disrespectful is that? Since everybody say they believe in God, and y'all, a lot of y'all say y'all are Christians, and y'all believe in the Bible, right? Then if you believe all that, you gotta believe when God said he created men in his image, and then later in his image and likeness. You think, is this the image and likeness of the Most High? Is that what y'all telling me? And somehow in our so-called, and I say so-called, like I say so-called, in our so-called Black community, we have exercised, we have continued to perpetually manifest, we have domesticated this generational demon of homosexuality. Instead of cutting his goddamn head off like how it's supposed to, like how I do. And I don't mean that literally. I mean that spiritually. I mean that figuratively. Right? Box clever with your words out there, y'all. Now, it's not, I'm not saying that this agenda ain't being promoted and pushed through other groups of males. It definitely is. But specifically targeted towards us in the way that it is. Why? Right? Ask yourself that question. Why? What is the point? What is the purpose? And y'all remember, right? Y'all remember what Agent Smith told us in the Gotdammit Matrix, man. You did. Remember what Agent Smith told us in the Matrix, man. Right? Agent Smith told us, man. Right? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering, man. Right? Like Agent Smith said, man. Without purpose, we would not exist. It is purpose that created us, purpose that connects us, purpose that pulls us, that guides us, that drives us. It is purpose that defines us, purpose that binds us. We are here to take from you what you try to take from us. Purpose. Now that's powerful. I bet you most of y'all who watched The Matrix and seen this part right here, the movie, don't realize how powerful what Agent Smith was saying, how powerful this is right here. And that out of this whole exchange, right, when he said, we are here to take from you what you tried to take from us. And that is purpose. Right? Now think about that. With this whole LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda extended from what me and my pops talked about last night on Spiritual Roots Sundays, the spiritual roots of creation. What was the purpose of the Most High creating creation? And then specifically, creating us. Right? Now, who you think Agent Smith is talking about when he says, we are here to take from you what you try to take from us, which is purpose, right? And it's crazy because we didn't, you know, we didn't try to take anything in the beginning. And when I say we, I mean Adam. Nigga, we didn't even know you existed, bruh. That's another topic for another day, y'all. Had to call Pops up here, man. Had to call my Pops up here real quick, man. Nigga, we didn't even know you existed, nigga. Didn't even know who you was. But if you ain't come to the broad first, we would have knew who you was. She ain't know who you was. Another topic for another day. There's purpose that binds us. That's powerful. Maybe me and my pops will go over that on the Spiritual Roots Sunday. You know, the spiritual roots of Pops. Let me write this down, man, before I forget. You did. Right? Without purpose, we would not exist. I want y'all to keep that in mind in relation to what we're talking about tonight with this agenda, right? With this war on specifically Black manhood and masculinity. And there is absolutely a war against that, specifically us. Not even just us. It's an attack on manhood and masculinity in its entirety, but specifically us, right? What's wrong with wanting to be a goddamn man, right? So you young boys don't even want to be men. So sad, y'all, man. This made my heart hurt, man. Like, seriously. Right? Pull this up on the screen for y'all, man. Shout out to my brother Jordan Peterson, man. A lot of people don't like Jordan. I do, you know. I don't agree with him on every single thing, but for the most part, you know, he all right. He cool. He be keeping it 1,000.
Gender dysphoria of the type that you described is relatively rare, but if you leave kids alone till they're 19 or 18, 80 to 90% of them settle into their biological identity, although about 80% of them are also homosexual in their orientation. The pathway for him, before this was all politicized, was you'd have a child who was gender non-conforming temperamentally, somewhat like you were. You didn't have a pattern of female interests, and then prone to depression and anxiety, and then that combination would produce this gender dysphoria, and that would become quite intense around the dawn of puberty. But if you just backed the hell off and waited, those kids would settle into their body, but generally adopt a homosexual orientation. Gender dysphoria of the type that you described is relatively rare, but
Gender dysphoria. I want to be everything except a goddamn man. Right? Oh, let me get a little bit more specific. This is crazy, man. It's just crazy, man. Like the way this thing is being pushed, man.
Atlanta is the home of Black culture right now, with a lot of opportunities in many of the fields that African Americans are interested in.
Hey, shout out to our brother O'Shea Duke Jackson, man. Go subscribe to their brother page right now, showing some support. You understand what I'm saying, man? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, sharing your social engineering, man. Hey, man, down with the LGBTQ people review committee agenda. Flat out, it's an agenda, a demonic agenda at that. Very demonic in its origins, right? Flat out.
President, music, film, and even private sector. But there is something else going on in Atlanta. A lot of liberal acceptance towards the LGBTQ. This is not new. This has always been there. And in fact, when I was graduating high school, we all heard about the legendary Lenox Small and who hung out there. And if you guys ever heard about Lenox Small, you know what I'm talking about. That is something that I heard about even 20 years ago. But now there's something that's new in Atlanta, which is the transgender movement. Now, according to this article, the trans community in Atlanta is growing and getting more and more unclockable. These days, it's virtually impossible for anyone to tell whether an Atlanta woman is trans or whether she was born with female body parts.
Oh.
Not too long ago.
Hey, yo, man. Niquay, what's up, baby? Say, Mo, what's happening, man? Pause. Right? And this is what I'm saying, man. The devil is alive, man. And y'all really think real masculine men like myself is going to sit back and just not say nothing? Y'all think saying I'm sassy or because I feel some type of way about it, I must be secretly gay? Man, shut that weak ass shit up, man. Seriously, man. Shut that gay ass shit up. Shut that weak ass shit up. That soft ass shit up, man. That hoe ass shit up. You know, I'm about as masculine as a man you ever meet in your goddamn life. Facts. Right? You know, now I'm here to do a job, man, and that is to, you know, remove the heads of such demonic forces like this. Right? Look at this, man. It's getting to the point where you really can't tell if these chicks is men or not, males or not, by birth. You cannot tell. Some of these dudes look like females. One of the main reasons why I just don't even, I'm not even interested in the city of Atlanta. I don't want to go there. What do I want to go to Atlanta for? Ever since this thing has been becoming like a thing out of Atlanta specifically and especially, I've been lost all interest in Atlanta. Ain't no point in going to Atlanta. I got hella family in Atlanta too, and surrounding area, Mechanicsville, Decatur. You know, I got people all over Atlanta. This is disgusting, man. And it's very, very, very telling of a lot of things. Right? Why is this being specifically targeted towards us? Why is it being promoted via social engineering or the media in the way it is? I'm not saying that this isn't being pushed towards other groups of people, because it is, but not in the way that it is us. Other groups of people, other groups of males aren't being made to be the poster children of this shit. Although they tried to keep it under clamps, y'all's homeboys, the Biden, Kamala Harris administration, but as their tenure started to come to an end, it started to bubble over, and we started to see the remnants of what was going on for the past 4 years with this illegal immigration situation at the border, with all these illegals just being allowed to just basically just flood and invade our country. The most deviant, sexually evil people you can imagine have been allowed to flood our borders. So now that we've seen Harris and Biden leaving the office, now we start seeing the Lake and Riley cases, and in this case, in that case, of lots of our, specifically FBA sisters, being unalived by these illegal sexual deviants from Mexico, Venezuela, and other parts of Central South America. My nigga said there's an odor. I don't know about no odor, OG, but I know there's an aura, if you would. But like I say, man, I don't, you know, and this is an agenda. Make no mistake about this, y'all. This is an agenda. And when you think about what J. Edgar Hoover said back in the day, you can see this agenda. You can see where it stemmed from. And what killed me about our black women is y'all perpetuate this shit. Y'all champion this shit. Y'all parade this shit. Y'all promote this shit. Y'all support this shit. Y'all advocate for this shit. Y'all march for this shit. Y'all sit up there and tell y'all sons, just because he might be a little confused as a little boy because he's been raised around you, and he tell you, like, Mom, I want to be a girl, and y'all sit up there and, or vice versa with your daughters. Sit up there letting your little girl live her life like she a little boy. Letting her bring little girl. Man, this stuff is crazy, man. I would have never imagined when I was a young mustache that it would ever be like this, specifically amongst the so-called black, and I say so-called. Ain't been no black community since the late 50s, early mid-60s, late 70s. Around the time when black exploitation came around. You know, that's the last time we was really rocking with each other, supporting each other, and loving each other and thriving. You know, with the Panthers and all them. So here he is, 2025. You mess around going to a city like Atlanta and run into what you think is a nice looking black woman, but this dude is actually a guy who done had lots of surgical procedures done. And when you look at the proportions, it ain't even women who be shaped like these. See, that's what I said, nigga like me, see, I can tell, right? And I pause, right? And I'm gonna say that this probably contributed to me being able to tell. Because like my man OG said, I don't know about males giving off a smell or odor, which I'm not saying is not true or not possible to say not for me, but me being in the joint for the amount of time I was and being around all type of different fun boys, specifically being locked up with people who at some point when they was on the street was in the process of transitioning and didn't do it all the way. Right? Not me. Not no man. Maybe one of these thirsty ass fuck niggas will, who thirsty for some box. Not me. Oh no, not me. God damn it. Well, it ain't funny as hell. She said 6 beers and a couple of shots, and you men will take one home. Not me. Now, maybe when I was a young mustache and I see a broad at the club, I done heard stories from niggas, right? And I would have been one of them niggas who would have went to the jail, to the joint, or end up play with me. Because I'd have popped your dumb ass for that shit. Now, I know you ain't talking about me. But you talking about men, specifically black men. Nah, man. I could imagine in my younger wild days when I was in the streets and me being in Atlanta thinking I'm talking to what is a nice looking black young lady and end up finding out you a dude. I could imagine what I would have been on if I'd have found that out. I'm telling you right now, I'd have popped your stupid ass. I ain't gonna say I would have killed you. I ain't gonna say I would have did that, but I definitely would have popped your ass for sure. You definitely would have felt, goddamn, some lead, for sure. You hear me, OG? I ain't gonna say like I'm super gangster, like I would have bodied your ass. I definitely would have popped you though, for sure. That would have happened. A nice little foot shot, leg shot, something like that. You know? For sure. What's wrong with being a goddamn man, man? I'm about to drop the link for y'all, man. Y'all can sit up there and come on up and spit y'all game and talk y'all ish. You feel me? Brownie, what's up, baby? What's wrong with just wanting to be a goddamn man, man? Look at this. Look at this sick. This is sick. Shout out to O'Shea. Let's go.
I covered the story of an individual who was
that's the boy who stood up there
dealing with a person or an individual that.
Now, let me bring up a specific and important point for y'all real quick, because a lot of y'all don't know this, right? Y'all don't know this, so I don't expect y'all to know this. You dig? This guy's name was Orlando Perez. He claimed he got tricked by a trans gentleman. He left the spot, was ashamed of what he allowed to take place up until he did, left, came back, and then bodied that nigga. Y'all remember this story? Let's go.
That he felt was a lady. He got home and found out this.
Investigators say the teenage suspect was so enraged that after shooting the victim multiple times, he left and then returned to the crime scene to open fire once again. Police say video from the neighborhood led them to the alleged killer, 18-year-old Orlando Perez, now held without bond. Investigators say Perez had gone home with the victim, 37-year-old Selena Reyes Hernandez, shortly after meeting her on the morning of May 31st. And in her basement apartment in Marquette Park, Perez learned Reyes Hernandez was transgender.
The offender became very upset. He left the residence. He became more upset, and that's when he came back to the residence, and then he brutally murdered the victim in this case.
Now, although this happened in
Right? It's a dirty game y'all playing out there, trans gentlemen. It's a dirty game y'all playing out there. What's wrong with just being a goddamn man? Why is this being specifically targeted towards us FBA black or us FBA men? More so than any other group of men. Right? I would like to get y'all's thoughts on that, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, sharing social engineering. If you got the testicular and ovarian fortitude, hit that link. You're all welcome. Let's go.
Chicago, this case is not unfamiliar. This is happening more and more across the nation. Let's get back to Atlanta. I have a friend that lives in Atlanta, and he tells me he doesn't want to date somebody that's trans. He only wants to date somebody that was born a female. But it's very different.
I mean, naturally, right? I mean, naturally, right? Naturally. Naturally, man. Naturally. I mean, most of us aren't fun boys, contrary to popular opinion and manipulation of the media. I don't care how much fun boy, rainbow, LGBTQ, LMNOP, barbecue committee agenda, imagery, propaganda they put in front of us via social engineering. I don't care how much they do it. That ain't us. It's not the overwhelmingly mass majority of us. It's such a small percentage of us, but it is growing. It's not growing exponentially, but it's growing nonetheless. That I'm sad to say, but I gotta keep it 100 and admit that. It is definitely a growing number. It's not a fast-paced growing number, but it is a growing number enough to where we need to be paying attention to that, and we need to be figuring out why. Why so many of our young males don't want to grow up into men. Why they want to be women. Why they want to be females. Why do they have the desire to want to be with other men sexually, romantically? Why? It's not natural. You're not born like that. How disrespectful to the Most High is it to say that you were born this way? My man OG said because of programming, of course. And if you think I'm going to be silent, you got me messed up. I'm only going to be louder with it. And I don't care who's offended. Because for one, I'm not lying about anything. Two, I'm writing exact about everything I'm talking about pertaining to this topic of discussion. And three, I'm actually blessed and highly favored and protected and covered. You did? That's why I can speak with the authority that I do. Right? Y'all hear me call LSD a punk, a chump, a sucker, a coward. Huh? That's why I said I don't. We as a collective, so-called Black community, we have domesticated this demon spirit of homosexuality, as well as its cousins, promiscuity and molestation. Now, tell me I'm lying. And this whole fun boy thing ain't got nothing to do with love. It ain't got nothing to do with generational wealth or community building or family building. Ain't no family if it's two males. That's not a family. Two females ain't no family. Two females and kids, or two males and some kids, ain't no goddamn it family. And it goes completely against and is out of structure and order designed by the Most High. All y'all claim to believe in the Most High, but y'all be the ones out there perpetuating this stuff as if it's okay. But you know, have at it, man. Who am I? Right? I'm just a guy. A flawed guy at that. Don't ever get it twisted over here, y'all. Don't ever get it twisted. If it all went down today, more than likely, all of us are going to the same place. But let's just be honest. Right? Hopefully your works can get you up out of a goddamn it ain't gonna happen. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Two husband equal flat out, man. Y'all cancel each other out. Nothing says out of structure and order like this type of structure. You don't have two husbands, man. Have at it though, man. You know? Don't think we ain't gonna say nothing though. Better hope we don't start flame roasting. How about that? Start flame roasting.
Difficult for him to tell who is a female or not because the surgeries are so good. He will only deal with a woman. Get this. Drum roll, please.
Birth certificate.
That already has kids. Any woman that doesn't have kids, he avoids them. Basically, I guess for people who think like him, it's a great time to be a single mom in Atlanta. Rewind. But let me kind of get to the whole point of this situation. There was a YouTuber that pretty much weighed in on this topic. Is a man gay if he sleeps with a transgender woman?
Yeah.
When a guy sees you walking in the mall or walking at the park, he does not see your vajayjay. He sees your femininity. He sees your long hair. He sees your beautiful smile. He sees your gorgeous eyes. He smells you. He sees your fashion.
Hey, yo.
This is not a natural storm that will pass.
These are the things that encompass your femininity and womanhood, and these are the things that you present, and these are the things that men are attracted to first and primarily. Now,
this is a trans gentleman right here, man. The devil is a lie, man. This is crazy. Why do you niggas want to be broads? That's the question that we need to ask. Why don't you niggas want to be men? What's wrong with being a man? What's wrong with wanting to be a man? Why do you want to be a woman or a female, feminine? I don't care what type of surgery, alterations, modifications that you get. Get you some breasts in your body, pause. Whatever surgeries you may get to, man, listen, ain't nothing gonna change who you are. And I don't give a damn what you believe in. or don't believe in. You were created in the image of the Most High God. Yes, well, my God. Whether you believe that or not is irrelevant. It doesn't even matter if you believe it or not. It's true whether you believe it or not. Whether you accept it or not, it's true. It doesn't really matter what you got to say about it. Now, how about that? Right? Now, if you get alterations, modifications, upgrades, surgical procedures done to you to make you look like a female, of course that's what we're going to see if we see you. You done had your Adam's apple shaved down, removed. You done had cheek fillers, estrogen. You got actual breasts like a woman. Maybe you had surgical procedures to have your body look, or you go to the gym. And I mean, it's all type of stuff you fun boy ass, demon possessed ass niggas can do to trick us into making us think you are a female or woman. But we're going to eventually find out. And a woman is an adult female, an adult human female. That is what a woman is. So a male, born a male with two testicles and a scrotum and a penis, I don't care how girlier, sassier, sweet you may be, pause. You're still a male. What makes a brother have sugar in his tank, man? Pause. Look at this person's face right there. You can see the demonic spirit manifesting right in your face. You can see it. My Lord.
Let's answer the age-old question of, are you gay if you have sex with someone of the same sex? And the answer is simply no. Straight.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying right here, though, man. And this is why whenever we get an opportunity, we have to combat. We have to cut the head off. We have to expose and break down with simple, pure logic and reason the fallacy of this demonic agenda. This dude who think he a girl and did alterations to his body to make us think and look that he looked like a girl. And I ain't gonna lie, this person definitely looks like a female, man.
Straight men will f a pillow, they will f their hand.
But when you look into the face, like right here, and you start to use your discernment, you can look in the face of this boy and see this is a little confused ass little boy who somebody done did something to him when he was a youngin'. And he didn't let that demonic spirit of homosexuality just reside and abide all within him. Yeah, they're always trying to change the meaning of the word gay, just like the use is always trying to change the meaning of the word anti-Semitism. Yes, yes, and yes. If you are sexually attracted to, engaged in with sexually a member of the same sex, that would make you a fun boy or a fun girl. Yes, it does. Tank, with your fruit booty ass. And this dudes like Tank to perpetuate this stuff too. Hey, Tank, you's a sucker, bro. Flat out. Flat out, man. The singer Tank is a sucker, man. I'll never forget that nigga for saying this.
Jesus Christ.
Does that mean that?
What does that mean?
Say twice. You said twice earlier.
Why are you so
Guy sucked a
confused?
dick twice. I'm waiting for the rest of this. A guy sucked a dick twice. Does that make him gay?
No. Here's the thing. Okay. So,
I just sucked a dick twice.
And this is twice as excessive. Okay. But let's dig into it, right? Okay.
He did.
He sucked the dick once, right? And then he's like, I'm not sure if I liked it or not.
Let me try it again.
Let me try it again. And then he says, you know what? It's not for me. Don't like the taste. You see what I'm saying?
Don't like.
Pause. See, the very fact that Tank was even engaged in such a conversation with these chicks lets you know how much of a sucker he actually is. Because I'd have checked that shit at the door. This is absolutely not the conversation we're about to have. I'd have shut that shit down. Sack. What's wrong with just being a goddamn man? Fake masculinity. It just goes to prove that a lot of, we really got something going on up here amongst us, man. Because a lot of y'all chicks just love this dude, Tank. Y'all love this Tank, Tank. He's fucking a fun boy, man. Any dude who would say some shit like that is probably more than likely a fun boy. And to sit up there and goddamn ate some mushroom tip. Pause. Oh, shit. Shout out to my nigga Nino Brown. A lot of y'all niggas that sat up there and sit up there and goggled some goddamn, y'all that sit up there and gargled some mushroom tip before, Jack. Pause. Hey, and it ain't funny because a lot of y'all may have been made to do that shit, forced to do that shit against your will when you was a young mustache and you ain't had no say-so or control of the situation. Them freaky ass uncle or cousin or brother or whoever it was. Y'all can sit up there and keep all them demons bottled up if y'all want to. Watch how they manifest in your adult life. Right? My Lord. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering. Oh, banana in the booty ass Tank, man. Pause.
We're not talking about chicken. We talking about dickin'.
Well, you know what?
Dick in his jaw.
Dick in his jaw.
How you made a bar out of chicken and
because she's an artist at heart. Yeah. It's natural. It comes natural.
But it doesn't mean he's gay. It means he sucked dick twice.
Okay. So just for the sake of your argument, that's okay. I got you.
Because the art of being gay is being gay.
Is being.
Man, you see, did you hear that shit, man? And y'all goofy ass bras amongst y'all, the ones that's amongst y'all that's goofy, y'all sit up there and be like, yeah, yeah, girl, yes, yeah. Like this nigga just said some profound shit with that fun boy ass shit. Sitting up here kikiing with the bras, man. That's what's wrong with you niggas, man. You niggas have been raised by y'all mamas, man. Y'all want to be around bras. Y'all want to be bras. That's why y'all niggas wearing purses. That's why y'all niggas dyeing y'all hair, wearing fingernail polish. One thing I can say that y'all little niggas is out there bodying shit still. Pause. Not the GYNs. We got YNs and then we got GYNs. Hashtag GYN. Y'all heard it first on A Real Talk podcast from your brother and your brother, Virgil Berry, aka Stats with the Facts, Jack. I'm the one that coined the phrase, man. GYNs, man. Guess what the G stand for? And it don't mean gangster. Cause ain't none of us gangster. Ain't none of you niggas gangster. Huh? Don't nobody want to come up and spit their game and off they it? Huh? I want somebody to try to, who gonna come up here and try to defend this? As if you can. Right? Hey, man, like I said, when you look into the eyes, man, you look at the neck structure and all that shit. You know, you can see, man. You niggas don't be getting tricked. You niggas is just gay. Y'all undercover brothers, man, like Eddie Griffin, man. Pause. And listen to the logic, man. Listen to the logic.
Sexual does not make them sock sexual. It does not make them hand amorous. That is not how that works. Just from definition alone, no, straight men are not gay if they have sex with a guy because they are not exclusively attracted to someone of the same sex. Going back to my pillow and
oh my God. I'm just saying what. Right? Cognitive dissonance. Having two opposing views and accepting them both. That's double think, man. That's straight out of 1984. Now let's listen to this fun boy ass dude try to explain this bullshit.
analogy, you can reach your O with a pillow. You can reach an O with your hand or a sock or a teddy bear, okay? But it does not make you attracted necessarily to your pillow or to your teddy bear. Now, some weird people are attracted to their pillow or their teddy bear, but most people aren't. They're just getting their...
Or they're attracted to the same sex. Pause.
...themselves off.
I mean, when I was coming up, we already know what the answer is. Today, people are really trying to change what's going on. Now, for many guys, we've seen how the culture is even supporting men who are even caught in sex scandals with other men. Isaiah Rashad was having a sexual relationship with two men and the video leaked. He then came out as sexually fluid. The whole world gave him a round of applause.
Pause. Pause. No, he should have been shunned, condemned. It's crazy, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Let's go, man. It's sad, man. It really is, man. This hurts my heart. Man, just come on, man. These niggas is terrible. Pause, man. Pause, man. Let's go.
We've also seen this with Darius McCrary and Sydney Starr.
In business, we have a whole show on the way. We about to make millions. Let them know. This is a business meeting. I feel like Blueface right now. Blaine, I'm your Krishan Rod. Just go get a tooth with my face on it. I'm your Krishan Rod. Just go get it. Krishan Rock and Blueface, here we come. No. Wait, they got that together. No, that's not what we're trying to do. That's not. We're money makers.
But for me, the major thing is
not my man Eddie Winslow, man. Eddie Winslow acting the fuck out of crazy, man. Acting the fuck out of crazy. What's wrong with being a goddamn man? What's wrong with being a man? What type of male wants a male that's looking like a female but is a male? So you mean to tell me you want a female looking thing, but you actually want Paul's pipe? Man, get the fuck out of here, man. If don't nothing scream demon time about that, I don't know what does. That just sounds very demonic. Because ain't nothing gonna come from that. Ain't no life coming from that. And like my man OG said, they're always trying to change up words in the lexicon to mean something different. Now think about going forward as the smart grid comes in and us being plugged in via human brain computer interfacing to a global network system that we can digitally, holographically, virtually, augmented reality, engage and interact with in real time, fully submersive and immersive via Neuralink. This was all this is about. Preemptive programming, desensitizing. Yeah, I was too, man. Sage, I was salty, bro. God damn, man. I'm my nigga Eddie, man. And you know when y'all going off in y'all's bag, when y'all just like, fuck, I'm just out in the open with it. Fuck it. It's like that episode of ATL where they was in jail and dude was a tranny, and dude was in there who I guess was that was in some type of involvement at some point in time, and he didn't want to accept the fact that he was a fun boy, because clearly this guy is a guy. Yeah, Eddie definitely had some cold pieces on there. He had Brandy come on there. He had Tracy Spencer came on there before. Who else came on there, man? All the little dope singers from back in the days to slide through old Family Matters every now and again. Oh, yeah. You did. Right? I guess if don't nobody want to hit the link, man, I ain't going to drag this show out too much longer, man. I'm about to go ahead and shut it down, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. You know, I'm try to keep my shows under 2 hours if I can. You know, I know people got to get up and go to work in the morning and all of that, including myself. So I ain't trying to have y'all been here all night. You did. But check dig this is though, man. There is an agenda. Yes, it is. Don't let nobody tell you anything different. If somebody tell you it's not an agenda, tell them to prove it to you, because I can definitely prove to you that it is. Which I know I did a very thorough job of doing tonight. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering. Pause. Boy, Eddie Winslow acting the F out of crazy, huh? He acting crazy. Right? Let me go get this song for y'all so we can get on up out of her. Right? Man, oh man, Eddie Winslow, man, that hurt my heart right there. I said, oh God damn it, Eddie was a player, man. He said all the little bras coming through. Let's go. We're about to get on up out of here. Right. But you know, regardless of the mind you, small percentage of us who are actually living this lifestyle, engaging in this lifestyle, hey man, be a goddamn man, Jack. You know? You know? You know? I would much rather, I ain't gonna, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and leave it at that, man, y'all. We're gonna leave y'all with some E&E. This is some inspiration for y'all from my brother Nasser, specifically from my brother John Boy. Right? Black Kings, man. Y'all know I don't get down with the whole king thing and all of that, but you know, considering the topic of tonight's show, I fear this song will be some encouragement for my young brothers out there who are interested in becoming men. You know what I'm saying? Me and Els, man, we about to sit up over here and start, man. We about to turn up 2025, man. You know what I'm saying? We just want to start, you know what I'm saying, steel sharpening steel, you dig? But you know, y'all know what it is. Smash that like button, click on subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering. Tomorrow, we most absolutely definitely will begin straight to it, right? You already know what it is. Tuesday night wrap up. We will be here. We're going to discuss the situation with our brother Steph Curry. Congratulations to the brethren. You did. Congratulations to the brother, right? We're going to be discussing this and much, much more tomorrow night. You already know what it is. Enjoy the rest of y'all evening, man. Let me put this music on for y'all real quick so we can ride out and vibe out. You did. Right. There we go. Smash that like button, y'all. You already know what it is, man. When y'all's way out, go ahead and do that. Hit that super chat, super gift, super thanks. You did. And tap in with us, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all evening, man.